Hello everyone, welcome to the Empower Series Online. My name is Clifton Johnson. I'm the founder of the Empower Series Incorporated, which is a 501c3 nonprofit organization brought to you by the generous donations of Comerica Bank, AE Media Group, and you, so thank you. If you want to find out more about the Empower Series, definitely check us out on YouTube, on our social media accounts, and our website, which is www.empowerseries.com. You can check out upcoming events, see about who we serve, and make a donation if you choose to. Today is a special day because we were bringing back a previous Empower Series speaker, the real king of comedy. He is still making a difference and keeping it real. We're gonna find out what he's been doing since the pandemic, and it is the multi-talented Michael Colyar. That's right, y'all, Michael is back. So Michael Colyar is an actor, comedian, and author. And he is no stranger to hard work, y'all. He is still packing major cities night after night with his wit, his charm, and unique sense of style has been captivating audiences since the 1980s. Michael has constantly performed every weekend, 5 shows a day on Venice Beach, and was rightfully dubbed the King of Venice Beach while performing 9 years straight. His fans just can't get enough. He's real, he's down to earth, he's a giver, and that giving extends well beyond his $100,000 win from Star Search when he gave 50% to the homeless. Today, he still finds time to share laughter with those in need in shelters, rehabilitation centers, schools, and military bases. Michael is best known for his starring roles in Blackish, House Party 3, Norbit, The Princess and the Frog, and his role as Mr. Whitaker in the hit television series Martin. He is currently performing his one-man play called Michael Colyar's Mama, and will be launching a 100+ city tour that caught the attention of major television, cable, and streaming networks. I am fortunate, and we are fortunate to have him back at the Empower Series, the real King of Venice Beach. Michael Colyar, welcome to the Empower Series Online, man.
All right, thank you for having me here, sir. All right.
Hey, man, I just want to tell you, I appreciate your time because Dr. Dennis Kimbro says, whatever you do, don't let anybody waste your time. And so I appreciate you taking a portion of your life to empower us in the Empower Series community. I know last time you were here in Dallas, back when you did the first program was in 2016.
Wow.
It took us a while to get you back, but you've been
there, right? I must not have did that well. If it took me 5 years to get a call back, you know. No, I'm just joking. I'm joking. Go ahead.
Oh, man. Hey, let me just tell you this, though. The work that you do is timeless, right? I don't know. I was trying to think about the kind of stuff you do. I think this is inadequate to say, but it's like you're the Earth, Wind, and Fire of comedy, bro.
Hilarious and very great compliment. Thank you.
Yeah, I also think of like Frankie Beverly, Amazing featuring Frankie Beverly, man. It's like your stuff is just always on. So thank you again.
Thank you,
and last time you were here, I just told you I wanted you to give an empowering message in your story, and you took it and ran with it, man. So I want to make sure that I want to get a 5-year update from you. What have you been doing, man?
Starving comfortably, mostly. No, I'm on a series of projects. You know, of course, I've been doing films and TV shows. My latest movie is still out on BET Plus right now. It's called Holiday Heartbreak. My co-star is like my lady playing my wife is AJ Johnson from the movie Baby Boy, who played Tyrese's mama. The woman who puts a spell on me is played by Lisa Ray. And the guy who gets his hands on my daughter, because I got to break the spell and get my daughter back, is Country Wayne. So it's like a really great cast. It's on BET Plus. It started out on BET, then went to BET Her. Now it's on BET Plus. It's called Holiday Heartbreak. It's a wonderful story about redemption, about karma. You know, I did the wrong thing to her when she was young and I was young, and she put a spell on me to end up hitting my daughter. So it's like karma. Whatever you put in the universe is coming back to you. But it's also about family. It's about love. It's funny, and it's a good story. So it's called Holiday Heartbreak. But besides that, you know, COVID hit everybody. And what we going to do? Are we going to panic and cry like a little girl, or are we going to pivot and do something about it? So for me, my pivot was to get into doing different shows on the internet. So I do 3 shows on the internet, 5 days a week. I do the Michael Colyar morning show. That's 7 a.m. until 8:30 Pacific Standard Time. So you adjust it to whatever your cities are out there. The Michael Colyar morning show is an hour and a half of joy. We laugh and we pray, and we do it every day. And I designed that show because I wanted it to be a place where people could come to every day and laugh and pray. You know, I think people are more stressed out by fear and anxiety than they are the actual virus. So I want people to have a safe haven, a place they can come to. Remember, God never left the room. He's always right here, you know? So we do that. We have so much fun. We have comedians on each morning. The show starts with a comedian. We'll have a musical act on. We have doctors and scientists and people who come and explain all the stuff that's going on around our world, the natural world, and the super world of the Black world. You know what I'm saying? Because our culture is different and more powerful than the other culture out there. You know, and I know some people may feel that that's me just beating our own drum. Some people may even call that racist, but I think loving yourself out loud is not racism. I think that's race pride.
There you go.
So I think the Black people are the greatest people in the whole wide world. And I say it in a room full of white people. So, but we have to think it too. We have to do that to continue to rise ourselves and unfold into our greater selves. So we have a place where you can come and let your hair down. And we have Black artists, white artists, everybody. We're not doing racism. We're doing race pride. My mama never said I had to hate other people so I could love me, but she said, if I don't love me, I'm stupid. So it got to start here. You know, so that's one of the things I do. 5 days a week, Michael Colyar Morning Show. All you do is go to YouTube and put in the Michael Colyar Morning Show, and it'll pop up. Okay, and you don't have to just watch it. I saw that jump out there in front of you, baby. I'll talk to it later. You don't have to watch it when it's on. You can watch it any time of day. 24 hours a day is there archived. And we've done 174 shows now. And you can just go to the Michael Colyar Morning Show and pick one. They're all fun. I guarantee you they're all fabulous. Second thing I do is every Wednesday night, I do the superstar interviews. So at 6 p.m. Los Angeles time, West Coast time, Pacific Standard Time, I do an interview of a celebrity. I usually do 2 celebrities a show, you know. So I started out with Hill Harper and George Wallace, but I've also done Wyclef Jean. I must not done an interview. Wyclef Jean, T.S. Madison, Russell Simmons, Dougie Fresh, Yolanda Adams, Fred Hammond, just on and on, just great artists. John Sally, the great Garrett Morris, Marla Gibbs, you know, across the spectrum of all artists. And I don't know if this tape is, you know, if time has anything to do with it, but tomorrow night, I'll be interviewing the great Tiffany Haddish. I'm not even putting a second artist on there because if she wants to go the whole hour, we will. If she just want to do 30 minutes, I'll respect that too, but it would be me and Tiffany Haddish. And then I have one more show I do every Thursday at 11 a.m., once again, Pacific time, West Coast time, on Instagram, just like the Superstar Interviews is on Instagram. Mm-hmm. The morning show is on YouTube. And my Reading with Mr. Mike, where I come on and read to the children every Thursday. I'll read one children's book, 2 poems by Shel Silverstein or another artist, and then I'll give away a children's book or a puppet, or we interact with each other because we want the kids to know that life is still great and beautiful, no matter how much ignorant stuff they're hearing on CNN, constantly negative news, that is still all good because it's all God. You know, so those are my 3 things that are staples and what I'm doing every week as I live. But I'm also creating other shows. I'm also doing bits of other movies. I'm also creating projects to sell that I can star in. And most weekends, I'm somewhere else performing. You know, so I do, like you, I just was with you, and you were in Arlington. So in Arlington, you're with Dallas. I just did 6 shows there, sold out 5. Week before that, we did 7 shows in Indianapolis, Indiana, sold out 6, you know. So I go in, I do my shows every weekend. This weekend coming up, I'm gonna be in my hometown of Chicago at Riddle's Comedy Club. I'm tear that up. So every week I'm doing something like that. So my work is, some of it's in the street with me doing comedy, sometimes film, sometimes television. The other half is in this home office, which is also my studio. And then here I create a different type of magic, you know. So that's what I've been doing for the last year. Planning and working, but ain't doing no waiting. Ain't no grass growing underneath my feet. No, sir. Got to keep it moving.
Hey, man, I got to say you too. You look good, dude. You look like you're healthy. You got energy. When I saw you on stage, you running and everything, man. I'm like, I don't know how you do it. I'm going to be 60 this year. You know, you don't look a day over 59, right?
Thank you. I was going to say it, but I didn't want to do it. It's your show. Good. But you know, the thing is, first I keep all my hair shaved so you can't see all that gray. You look at my mustache, you see the truth, you know, but I keep all that hair off me and I move about a lot, but I'm trying to also eat right. Well, I got a green drink over here I need to grab too. You say, what kind of show is this when people get up in the middle of the show and walk over to the refrigerator and then come back? That's just ignorant.
So the green
My
shake,
queen made a green drink.
Hey, is that something that Kelly made for you?
Mm-hmm.
There you go, man.
Kelly made this. I don't even know what the heck is in it, but it's delicious.
Hey, tell her I love her. I thank you for allowing us to get a part of your time, because I know this is Kelly time for you right now, right?
Mm-hmm. Can you hear me, honey?
Hey, man, I just want to tell you too that when I look at you, I am inspired, bro, because it's like when I see certain artists do their thing.
Yes, sir.
One of the things, like you look at Steph Curry, right?
Mm-hmm.
I noticed Steph Curry when he had the run at Davidson during the Final Four.
Okay.
For some reason, something about him, just like anytime I see him, it inspires me. When I see you, you inspire me, man. You kind of make me want to do more. Am I doing my best? Am I doing my calling? So, dog, man. And I'm sure
I appreciate that.
Pardon me?
I appreciate that. You know,
and I'll just tell you. So
I hope to be inspirational. I want to remind people that it's okay, man. It's okay to be the greatness of you. You know, God made you, man. You that thing, man. You the main thing. Now be it. You know, people forget how great we are, but we're made by God. So you can do anything you want to do. Figure out what that is and shine at it, man. So I'm glad to be able to inspire. You know, you inspire me. You're always helping people. Every time I show up, you're trying to take me places to show me great people and how I can work with them and help them. You know, your game has always been about giving back, you know, so that's inspirational and that's powerful more than anything else, you know, for us to keep giving back to the community. You can't just leave a community because you make it, you know, and don't go back and bring people as a community drive. That's another reason I love Tiffany Haddish. Tiffany Haddish ain't forget nobody. She brings everybody right along with her. She ready.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, man, so I got to tell you, so there's a couple of comments on the bottom of the YouTube program that you did in 2016. So Elias Joseph says this. He says, I needed these words of wisdom right now. God bless, right? And then there's another one. She wrote a lot, but just the highlight of it, she said, hey, this video shows a more serious spiritual side of him, and I love and respect him even more as an entertainer. This message is food for my spirit. God is
good. That's beautiful. What's her name?
Her name is Shannon Cunningham.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Shannon Cunningham, man. And so just like when we went to see T.D. Jakes, the message is so resonating, man. I sent you the link. I don't know if you got it, but if you want to watch it again, I sent you the link to it.
That's the link for the whole
show. The music. It was the social pre-show, the praise and worship, the message, and then the after show as well. So you can check it out. It's cool.
It was wonderful, and you know he put me up on his page.
Oh,
so
really?
me standing up, put my finger up about what I was feeling. He has that picture. He has two people, a lady and me, that comes up on his page, and then he comes up, and then the word says "rightfully mine."
Man,
yeah,
his message
was pretty cool stuff.
I want to summarize for people your message and kind of update it, man. You started when you did your program talking about how important gratitude is and how every day you wake up with
That
gratitude.
doesn't change. That doesn't change. That's a message that is continuous and always about gratitude. It's always about giving back. I want to see how good I look in these glasses, though. It's them David Fords. Okay, I'm sorry. The message remains the same. It's all good because it's all God. But how can you love God, respect God, dig God, unless you're being grateful for all this wonderful stuff you have? So we always want to move with attitude, gratitude. You know what I'm saying? And that in itself is uplifting, not just to you, but the people who watch you. When people look at you and see you not walking around acting entitled or like you better than somebody, but they see that you're just regular and normal like them and that you're grateful for everything you have, knowing that everything is a blessing, then that makes it easier on people who think they have to do so much more just to exist, just to be here. It starts with gratitude. Yeah.
I would tell you that T.D. Jakes said during the service, he said the art of living a purposeful life is navigating through the problems that come.
Oh, say that again. Say that slow now.
He said the art, and this is T.D. Jakes, the art of living a purposeful life is navigating through the problems that come. There will be problems. Like you use your talent, your comedy, and the blessing and the gift of laughter to get across your message, and people see that spiritually, right? And that uplifts them, that gives them purpose. I have the Empower series, and so I think one of the things to really be empowered during this time is to help people find their purpose and to pursue it. And don't let the problems of the world distract you from fulfilling your purpose.
And, it helps a lot, too, if we start by fulfilling our purpose, knowing what our purpose is and standing in our purpose, because we can't help other people if we can't help ourselves. Right. So we got to be clear on what our purpose is. And once that's down, then it is important that we reach out to others. It's very important that we bring others along, man. Help them out, man. People need help right now, bro. People out there hurting right now.
Here's another thing that T.D. Jakes said. I was listening to his message again. And so he said, the best person to really pray for you is a person who can dream dreams and who has a vision and has faith to believe that what starts out in you as an idea can really manifest in your life. So everything starts in the head. And it might seem impossible or crazy that, hey, Black people have full equality in the United States and around the world, right? That might be like an outrageous, inconceivable idea given where things are today. But you have to believe in that and have faith to know that that's possible and it will happen. And so whatever that might be, you getting out of debt, finding a spouse, improving your life in whatever area, you have to have the idea and the vision in your mind first. And you talked a lot about having a vision board and creating one.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You want to see my vision board?
Yeah, because you updated it from, I want to see the updated one, man. Show us your vision board.
For this year, actually, I'm about to move the one I have lower, so this will be over the top of it. Oh, that smells good. I'm going to have those shrimp you took out for me. I see you thawed some out for me.
Yeah, I took them out yesterday before you came home.
I saw that. I'm just going to have them. I'm going to do those today, garlic shrimp on a salad.
So we are having the privilege now of seeing Michael Colyar's vision board. If you don't
part
have
two.
a vision board,
I got 2 parts. This is part 2.
This is part 2, okay? So check out your vision board. Tell us about it, Michael.
Well, in the center, you see vision board, because that's what it is, a vision board, 2021. I like to keep the year on it so I can keep up with the date. I always put money in the corner, a real money, and I want that to manifest. So my goal is to make $5 million this year. I have to read it this way instead of backwards. I'm going to finish 5 major projects, and I have at least 5. I probably have more projects than that out there. One of them is a sitcom that I put together that we're going to do, and we already have that in the hands of several people. We're doing a special of me on Venice Beach called The King of Venice Beach, where I stand in the middle of the beach and do a concert with hundreds of people standing around me. It's gonna be off the chain. It's my alma mater. You know, I was out there doing comedy for 9 years, from 86 to 95. So to go back and do it on a built stage as a concert / documentary, that's gonna be a big thing. But the important word in that is finish. Finish the 5 projects. Don't just talk about it, be about it. Get my own TV show. I have one now, but it's just on the internet. But I'm already invited to come to 2 other platforms with it. So soon you'll see me on a national TV show. Work with Tyler Perry. I really want to work with Tyler Perry. Haven't figured that out yet, but it's going to happen. Get a gig with 50 Cent and make a lot of money. I love 50 Cent. I think he's sharp, okay? Hollywood will recognize me as an actor. You know, right now, Hollywood thinks of me as a comedian. You know, and I am, but I'm a comedian and an actor. And I start out as an actor first. So this year, they're going to recognize me like they recognize my girl. Where's she at? Right now, the newest issue of Entertainment Weekly, there's 3 different copies. And there's somebody on each cover. The first cover, hold up. This is my favorite. The first one is the woman I have on my board, on my vision board, Miss Regina King. You know, her film is nominated for 3 Academy Awards. She's already won 1 Academy Award as an actress, and she's also won Emmy Awards and NAACP Awards. I want to see her get another Academy Award. I won't quit because winners don't quit on themselves, okay? Gonna produce my sitcom we just talked about and blow everybody away. This is part of a magazine because that guy is my co-host. I told you I do a children's show where I read to the children. That's Roscoe. Here's a magazine cover it came from. Roscoe is the host of my children's show, Reading with Mr. Mike. It comes on every Thursday. So when I put it up there, I said, Mr. Mike goes viral. You know, land a children's show. God is great. You can't be what you can't see. That's why you have a vision board, because you can't be what you can't see. Woo! Okay, all right. Then, always, God first. Always. Let me see. No fear. I'm going to finally have a great, strong, smart team. A team means everything. When you're working like I'm working, I'm on multiple platforms. I'm doing I got like 6 or 7 projects on top of the weekend shows and these 3 shows. When you try to juggle all those things, a real team in place makes a difference. And I'm talking about a team that at the bottom says, it's a team full of dedicated people who are down for the cause, period. Now, I know janky, semi people, but people who are dedicated, they know what your vision is, and they're going to help you make that vision happen. Build awesome social media presence. I'm getting better and better at that. In fact, today, I just hooked up my Twitter. Been had it, never used it, but I started using it today so I could pump the show for the wonderful Tiffany Haddish is coming on. So every day now, I'm going to start tweeting and build that up. Okay, work with Angela Bassett. It is so funny. I met with one of her managers today for one of my projects. And while we was talking, he had to get on the phone. Somebody called him. It was Angela Bassett. 5 minutes, he went back and forth in the conversation. That close. Okay, I will interview Samuel L. Jackson on my Superstar interview show. Woo, woo, woo. Okay, take chances on myself. Now here's one, trust God and rise. Also, dream bigger. I even wrote that bigger. Dream bigger, okay? See that up at the top? That's a chip. Yeah. That's $100 chip from a casino, right? And that's why I say, I'm gonna bet on me. Okay, bet on yourself. That's why I say I don't gamble, because if I gamble, I only want to mess with pure winners. That's why I only bet on myself. Okay, quit cussing, or at least try. Okay, I already don't do it on my on my TV shows, but if I can get out of my system completely this year, oh my God, my revenue will increase tremendously because of that whole audience of people.
Chris quit cussing?
Huh?
Didn't Prince stop cussing? The artist formerly known as Prince?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if he did or not.
He said that he just stopped. He said, if I can do it, everybody can do it.
I don't know if he did it though. I remember somebody slammed his hand on the car door and he said, no man.
I got
Quit constantly try. But that's the big one, that's the tough one. Get fit and eat right. Now this guy, he is 62 years old. Look at that body.
Wow, man.
So your vision board, all the stuff you want to happen, you put on your vision board. This summer, I will shoot a 1 hour special on Venice Beach. We just talked about that. Love myself and don't take no mess. Just wrote that. I'm going to have myself a Tiffany Haddish moment. See how I wrote that? This was long before I got the interview with her. I said I'm going to have a Tiffany Haddish moment. I'm going to have one tomorrow night when I interview her. In the center, I love God. Let me see. I think that's just about it. Produced my sitcom. Okay, going to build also. Okay, get my own TV show. Okay, so that's pretty much it. I'll go back at it again in case somebody want to screenshot it. And then after you screenshot it, you just really.
Build yours, right? Build yours.
Yeah.
So, man, you shared so much. Man, I just got to tell you this, dude. So when you were out there on Venice Beach from 1986 or 1986 to 1995, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So I think I may have told you this, but I was born and raised in Los Angeles.
In 86?
Well, I left Los Angeles to go to the University of Washington in 1979. And then I graduated in 83, but my family was still there. And I used to see you, man, on Venice Beach. I would never imagine that I would have this kind of relationship with you now, but just follow me this. So back during that time, my father died in 1988. And that's when I went home and found out that my brother was hooked on crack and became homeless. And my big brother was hooked on crack and became homeless walking the streets of LA from 1988 to 1994. We found him in the hospital. And you know how people come into the hospital and pray for you and stuff? So you had different organizations come in, and this big white biker with a beard and everything came in from Narcotics Anonymous and read the Serenity Prayer to him. And he was 36 years old. And at that point, he said he had never heard that prayer before, but he knew that that was a program that was going to turn his life around. From that time, I was in Dallas, I came to LA. He said, man, I want to get married and have kids. And, you know, I want to change, you know, my life and everything. So I said, okay, T, let's just get you out the hospital, bro. One step at a time. He came to Dallas in 1994. Fast forward a year, he was married. He adopted 2 kids. His daughter graduated from UNT last year and just got married last month. His son is a junior at UNT. Turned his life around. Unfortunately, he passed away. Pardon me?
We can turn it around. Go ahead.
Hey, unfortunately, he passed away of COVID-19 in April last year.
Wow.
But fortunately, I interviewed him like I interviewed you, you. He shared his story, and it's blessing like countless lives. And so nobody wanted Taro to be homeless during that time, but God had a purpose for him, right? That story helped him touch so many lives in Waco, and we just don't know, man. So my point is, you know, being in Los Angeles during that time when you were doing your thing, fast forward, our lives go to different directions. But today, our collaboration today is going to bless and is blessing millions of lives, man.
I hope so.
I know what God's plan is for us.
I hope so. And you know, you never know who's watching you. You never know whose life it is that you change. Sometimes we could just say one thing and just one person out there could hear it. And that can save them or turn them around or reassure them or lift them up. You know, when we do our show, we only see a couple of hundred people's names, you know, numbers are up there, but thousands of people come to us. People call us all the time and tell us how our show healed them, how our show helped their lives. You know, I mean, the show is so much fun. Matter of fact, another thing happened on Wednesday on the show is we have a game called I Love My Job. So if you want to be in that game, you go to the Michael Colyar Morning Show at gmail.com and you mail in your name, your phone number, and your job. And we put all the names in the hat. And every Wednesday, we pull a name out the hat. And you pick up the phone and say, I love my job, I love my job, I love my job. You win a basket full of stuff. If you pick up the phone, hello? Hello? Is this thing on? Hello? No, you don't win. You want to win, you got to pick up the phone enthusiastically. So every Wednesday, people on pins and needles who sent their paper in ready to jump on, and their bosses love it. If you're on the phone all day Thursday and Wednesday, and every time you pick up the phone, you say, I love my job, I love my job, I love my job, your boss gonna love you. Your boss gonna love you. You know, so it doesn't hurt them. It connects them to the show, and you gotta watch the show to win, because then you'll know when we pull in the phone and that whole thing, you know. So that's one of the things we do. But we have games on here, man. When I was on here cussing still, we had a cuss jar. Every time I cuss, I had to put money in the jar. Every time my guest cuss, I had to put money in the jar. And then once the jar got full, we give it away. But we would give it away, and all the people would participate who watched the show. So the little jar, which is this size jar, would be filled with money. 20s, 10s, ones, singles. And then I say, okay, this is how much money it is. I'm going to add $50. Once I say that, people watching all start saying, okay, I'm going to add 20. Somebody say, I'm going to add 45. My main man, Ro, he said, man, I'm going to add 100. Somebody said, I'm going to add 50, another 25. Ro said, I'm going to add 200. So the day before Thanksgiving, the lady who won, she guessed there was $1,096 in the jar. It was $1,097. So she made $1,097 just because she got up and watched the Michael Colyar Morning Show that day. You know, and the way we do it is once a person bid, they put the money in, immediately they send it to my Cash App. So by the time the show is over, I can see how many of them actually did. Usually 99% do. Usually there's one person who's just joking, who didn't send the money, or one person who just wanted to get attention and said he was and didn't send it. I only send the money that's in there. So if there's $1,000, the people said $1,000, the person won $1,000. If we go back and it's only $975, they only get $975. I ain't making up for that other money that the person didn't really send in. They said they were sending in. We ain't doing that like that. Lady won 600 once. Lady won 580 once. One guy won 516. And that day I told you that the person won 1,000. That same guy put in $500. He put in 100, then 2, then he put in another 2. So he put in 500 himself, you know. So you never know. And all of this is in the game of, in the spirit of love and light. We're really just having fun. Everybody reaching out, lifting each other. For Christmas, me and my producer partner, Malika Blessing, decided that we want to do something for homeless people for Christmas. We want to make them little bags, put a sandwich in the bag, a blanket, a new blanket, some toiletries. What else was it? Because it's a very important thing. The toiletries was very important. Gloves, some fresh socks, soap and hygiene things, and we put them a bag together. And so they came to the show and we announced we want to do that. Can y'all put money in an hour? $1,100 was gathered from people putting in 50 here, 80 here, 100 here, 200 there. In an hour, we had raised $111, and we went out with 55 bags that we filled with stuff, big shopping bags we filled with stuff, and found homeless people in the street and gave it to them. You know, the show is phenomenal. The Michael Colyar Morning Show is off the chain, but we're doing what we're supposed to do, keeping our brothers. Am I my brother's keeper? You damn right. And my sisters too. So when we get back to that, when we get back to what our original purpose was to find each other and to love each other, but most importantly, to find ourselves and love ourselves, we're going to be all right. But until then, I shall be one of the shepherds who will help lead you along to the path of righteousness. And I'm the most unrighteous person you ever going to meet. But I'm about making sure that you're happy in knowing who you are, loving who you are, loving this great, wonderful, my God is so great. My God is so wonderful, so awesome, so fantastic, so artful. He's got a sense of humor. My God is the bomb.com, you know? And I want to share that with people. I want to share the light of him with the world. I I want people to laugh. Have you ever seen a duck-billed platypus?
What?
A duck-billed platypus. Are you kidding me? Never heard of it?
I've heard of it, but I haven't. I mean, I can't.
A duck-billed platypus is my proof that God has a good sense of humor.
Has a big beak?
Yeah.
A big
It has
wide beak?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's a duck and it has wings and it can't fly and it's got big feet, but it don't really swim. But wait, I want to show you a picture of it. Duckbill. What the heck is a platypus?
I can't spell that, bro. I don't know.
Me neither. I got as close as I could and hoped for spell check. There it is. Duckbill platypus.
So we'll put an image up. We'll find a picture.
I'll put one up right now.
Yeah.
I'm about to put one up, partner. It's done. It's good as done. It's done, and done. Let me see which one I want to pick right there. Boom. So it looks like it could be a beaver. Come on. Why I yada? Okay. It looks like it could be a beaver, but it's got a duck's bill. It could have been anything. That thing could have been a dog. Look at the tail. Look at the feet. Look like he got on shoes. You see that and you don't think God got a good sense of humor?
Right.
God.
Hey, man, speaking of God, let me tell you something. Dr. George Fraser, which is
I love George Fraser.
You know, he was doing his Power Networking Conference when I met you.
Yes.
He says a couple of things about relationships. He says, first off, you know, Jesus couldn't do it by himself.
Thank you.
What makes you think you can do anything of significance, anything of importance alone by yourself? We have to have a team. We have to have a team, like you said. Part of your vision board is have a good quality team around you. Man, if we want to do anything of any significance, nothing has been done of significance without a team of people.
A team is important. It's so important. I've been talking about it for years, and I'm the closest to having a great team that I've ever had. I mean, I got 3 or 4 folks on it now who are dedicated to the cause, you know? And when I say dedicated to the cause, it's like when you say you want to do a thing, they don't say, no, why don't you try it like this? They say, cool, how can we help you?
Right.
Great, how can we get that done? That's the team that helps you go. The other team is the one that slows you down, throws you off, make you have to redo things and make it takes a lot longer to get there when you have those naysayers and the people who don't believe in you enough to believe in the cause. You know, that's why I said my team is going to be folks who are dedicated to the cause, you know, whatever that project is, whatever the thing is we want to do. You know, I have team members who've come and gone, and some have stayed because they got it. They felt a certain way. And after we talked about this, like, I get it. Let's go. Let's take this on. Those are the ones that still be with me when I get to the bank. I ain't get to the bank yet, but I'm in the car and I'm on my way.
Well, man, here's another thing Dr. George Fraser said. He talks about relationships, right? And he says, here's how he defines a relationship. It's when a person comes into your life and they do either one of 4 things, either add, subtract, divide, or multiply. And he says, he doesn't get it why people are spending time with people who take from their lives and they take from theirs and all they get is division. And he says, stop spending major time with minor people.
Exactly.
Us, man. I feel like our connection, you have allowed me to pour into your life in the small way compared to how much you've poured into mine and everybody else's. So I feel like we're given to each other. And through our collaboration, this show will be an example. There's many people who are going to watch this, who's going to be inspired. They're going to go out and create their own vision board. And
hopefully,
a purposeful life that touch more lives. It's like millions of lives are going to be touched, not just because you and I have poured into each other's lives, but because we've done so and it's blessed millions of lives. And I think if we all do that, a lot of things that are happening today that we see in this world can change.
That's true. And if we ourselves try to stand as the example of excellence, you know, we try to stand as the example of what good things can happen to you if you really follow your heart. You know, right actions come about because of, right actions bring about right results. Correct actions bring around correct results. So if you do the right thing, then the right stuff gonna happen to you. It's just another way of saying karma. So if you're joyful and lift up other people and heal others, the universe gonna give you all of that right back and in spades, So we just have to understand love is easier than the other thing.
Yeah.
Laughter is easier than the other thing. It takes 12 muscles to smile. It takes 34 to frown. You got to put work into being mean. You got to get ugly about it. But with comedy, it just makes you feel so good. I don't know about everybody else, but just
Dude.
and it's something simple. This thing is going through something. Somebody said, "Don't you choke that chicken?" I've choked this chicken. Maybe
Your body of work, dude, is a blessing, man. And you look at the value that people chase a lot of money, a lot of material things, but relationships are priceless. And the relationships that you formed and that you have, man, I'm telling you, you're a billionaire already.
Oh, brother, thank you. And I wish they'd give me the actual money though. If I could just have the actual,
Cash that in, right?
I got some things I need to buy, and I'm behind on a couple of bills. So no, it is what I get to do. The love that I get from it is just invaluable. I mean, people do so much beautiful stuff for me and love me up every day, heal me every day. I took some notes too when we was watching TD Jakes.
Uh-huh.
He said, "You're calling me what you expect me to be." So when people call you out of your name, don't take it personal. That's just how they think they see you. That's just what they expect from you. Continue to be your authentic self, and soon you will turn them around. I'm a master at that. I love turning folks around. They come at me one way. They don't know what to expect, so of course they always think the worst. By the time they leave, they're not just fans. They're trying to be friends because they know I'm bringing something to the table. I know who I am. Wow, there could be no more powerful statement than that for you as a declaration for your life, no matter who you are. Once you get to the point where you know who you are, nobody can shake that. You did it, but you are not it.
Yes, I wrote that down too.
I love that one. Yeah, I did crack, but I'm not crack. I'm not a crackhead. I was a crackhead for 23 years. I spent 10 years of sobriety so far, but I'm not a crackhead anymore. I was a crackhead. I was it, but I'm not it now. I was it, but
Hey, check this out, man. And you know who Shaka Senghor is?
Yeah.
Shaka Senghor, he's actually in Los Angeles now, man.
I know you introduced me to Shaka, and he did my morning show.
Word, good. See, another collaboration, man.
Another connection. Oh, I love Shaka. Shaka is awesome. If your viewers do not know, he's a motivational speaker who was awesome. Went to prison very young because he had I like to call it a temporary lapse of judgment. He did one thing at the age of 17 that cost him over 20 years of his life in prison. But in that time, he used it for the best. He figured out a way to write a book, to get his life together, figure out how to be a motivational speaker. So he came out and he worked everywhere. He motivates all over the place. He's been interviewed by everybody, including me. And Oprah Winfrey puts him in her top 5 people she's ever interviewed. Just think about that.
Isn't that crazy? So here's his message. One of his messages is this: you're not defined by your worst deeds. You're not defined by your worst deeds, and all people are redeemable. Redemption is possible.
I embrace that thought. I embrace that. You're absolutely right. Yeah. You're not defined by that. God is so great. There's so many messengers. There's so many angels for the good, who are out here to help. So when you talk about the things that crush your spirit, they don't get to crush our spirit because there's so many angels out here to remind us when we see a spirit getting crushed that is not the truth. That's the only thing that's true is God. God is the only truth. Love, which is interchangeable with God, is the only truth. Everything else is a lie. Everything else is a lie. Everything is a barefaced lie. Every loving thought is true, and everything else is an appeal for healing. Let me say that again.
Yeah.
Every loving thought is true. Everything else is an appeal for healing. Anything that's not love, about love, is say, oh, I got a bunion in my buttock. Can you help me pull that out? The only truth is God. The only truth is love. And our goal should always be not to walk, but to run towards God, to run towards love, you know? And everything else around us that is not also full of light and joy will fall to the wayside, because your spirit will connect with your body and let you know that you don't need none of that. That's some stuff you used to have as a child. I spoke as a child. But now, I look in the mirror and I see clearly.
So
God,
your
God is
spirit
great.
is non-crushable.
Oh yeah, spirit is not crazy.
Spirit is non-crushable, man.
You can make attempts, you know. You may change people's mind. You may trick some people into believing that their spirits was crushed, but if they pass me, I'm gonna turn that back around. They're gonna flip that switch back off. Because just like that, you flip the switch. You feeling a little down, you feeling a little depressed, hit that switch. What's the switch? Switch positivity. Change it off. Declare your positivity. Okay, so what? The girl left me. Dang, I sure did like her, but wow. Imagine who's coming. You see, I really do believe in the idea that when one door closes, the other one opens, and it opens even greater. That's when I don't get something I want, I'm getting disappointed. I get excited. I'm like, dang, I didn't get that. Imagine what I'm about to get, you know? And that's how we have to see it. Because what you see is what you get. Your word is your wand. Whatever you say is going to happen. That's why thoughts are tangible. They're tangible things, you know? Words are thoughts magnified. And then when you write it, then you have it before you. The Bible says, write it down and make it plain. Now you got it in front of you. If you got a vision board, you take it to the next level, because now you have pictures and graphs and other things that will catch your eye on a daily basis and remind you that you're on your mission to get your $5 million right now. Oh, I like to stop and sit around, be angry, upset, depressed. I don't have no time right now because I got to quit the $5 million. When I get $5 million, I'm come back and be depressed with y'all. Y'all wait for me right here because I got to go get my $5 million. You know what I'm saying? I would love to be angry at all the white people in the world for everything their ancestors have done to our ancestors, and a lot of them still trying to do to us right now. But right now, I got a sitcom I got to finish building. So when I get through building a sitcom and I get that $5 million, then I'm going to come back and I'm going to hate everybody. You know what I'm saying? I really wish that I could start fights with people for no reason. Because I don't agree with them, I can argue and then I could cuss people out and call them bad names. But right now, I'm trying to see how I can get Samuel Jackson to do a one-on-one with me. So I'm a little busy. But when I get through getting Samuel Jackson and I get my sitcom together and I get my $5 million, I'm going to come back, cuss all y'all out, and punch you in the face. I would love to. Right now, I'm busy doing some positive stuff. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something, Michael. I can talk to you and be selfish for much longer, but I know Kelly will kill me, right?
He's standing there right now. Oh, when I get my hands on you, mister.
So man, hey, if you're looking for Michael Colyar and you Google his name, you will find him every place. If you can't find Michael Colyar, you're not looking for Michael Colyar, right?
I'm in the yellow pages, and they don't even sell the yellow pages no more. If you don't find me, you ain't looking for me. You got Instagram me. I really hope you find me on my Cash App. My Cash App, $ Michael Colyar's money. That's the easiest place to find me. But otherwise, you can always just go to Instagram. I'm there. My YouTube shows every morning. My Instagram shows twice a week. You know, I'm easy to find.
So you got every day, you know, your morning show with Michael Colyar on YouTube. You got your Wednesday interview with artists and people that you want to know about. Then you got your Thursday class. Thursday is on Instagram, and that's where you're reading to children, right?
That's 11 a.m. On Wednesday, 6 p.m. is the interviews. And on the interview show, brother, we had a Black female astronaut Actually, she said, I'm not an astronaut, I'm a rocket scientist.
Wow.
You want to talk about a great conversation. You want to talk about a great conversation, you know? So God is good. And, you know, I used to say that, I really say chicken is good and God is great. And when we remember how great he is to us, and it don't take much to remember that, you know, all you have to do is stop and pray, stop and meditate. There is a space within all of us that's never been hurt. It's never been frightened. It's never been ashamed. It's never been embarrassed. And you can access it whenever you want to through prayer and meditation. God has never left the room and he never will. He's never turned his back on you. He never will. God ain't never lied. He ain't never lied to me. Not ever, ever, ever. I'm sorry, let me just.
Never, ever, ever, ever,
No.
never, ever, ever, ever.
Never, ever. You know, now I done let me down a million times.
Right.
God never did it even, not even once, man. Not even once. And I've thought about it hard and long. I can't think of one time where God has ever let me down. And so I trust him without reservation. When I talk to God about it, it's already done. I might as well start packing and heading to that place because it's going to happen. That's how come I know that I'm going to interview Samuel Jackson on my show. It's already done. I'm going to get my $5 million and I might buy you something cute, Cliffy. So pull for me.
We will, man. I'll tell you what, the most respectful thing that we can all do, Michael, from you spending this time with us is if there's any ideas or desires that have come to mind or inspirations from watching this, the most respectful thing that we can do is to believe in that idea, have faith that idea can manifest in your life, and take action on it. So write it down, make it plain, create a vision board so that you can see it, you can read it, wake up with gratitude, and definitely check out Michael Colyar, email him, contact him. His information is down below this video. And don't let this be the last time, right?
And two quick things. Tuesdays, almost every Tuesday, we do Vision Board Tuesday. And we have somebody come on with their vision board and break it down and tell you about it on the Michael Colyar Morning Show. They'll break down their vision board and tell you what it's about and how they put it together and why they put this piece on or that piece on. Some days we do basic vision board 101, where we're showing people from scratch how to put the vision board. It costs $6 to do a vision board, $2 for carbon paper, $2 for marker pen, and then you just cut some pictures out of a magazine. Anybody can do one, you know. And also, we're always interested in putting people on our shows. We have 2 to 3 guests every day. And like I said, we've done 174 shows. We've been through a lot of folk. There's a lot of folk we ain't seen yet. If you're really an interesting vocalist, a great vocalist, or you really can sing, rap, do poetry, if you're an artist, if you created a wonderful book. I mean, I have stacks of books here that people are sending me that they've created games. One Black girl put a game together here called Sing. It's called Sing a Do. I haven't even figured this game out, but it's a Black girl who put this game together. This game, these 2 sisters put together. I'm gonna bring them on this week. And they call theirs Hood Boo. And Hood Boo, they got 2 sets of cards. One set of cards one set of cards is snitch. It's a snitch. And the other card is go ham. You know what go ham is?
No.
That's when you go crazy on somebody.
Oh,
so
okay.
Go ham means you have to act out the clue. Go snitch means you have to talk out the clue. And so the clue will be on the back. So it'll be like balling on a budget. Okay, that would be what you have to say, ball on a budget. And since it's a snitch, you got to say things. Okay, the answer is ball on a budget. Basketball. That's balling. Broke. Money. What is? But it is so awesome. But wait, I can show you one more thing. It's the last game I got to show you. Can I get to it or is it too far down? They got one called Go to Jail. Black people invent these games. Wait a minute, hold up. Now I'm gonna let you go because I realize that there is no worse death than being talked to death. Oh, wait a minute. I got right now. Okay. It's not called Go to Jail. It's funnier than that. It's called Don't Drop the Soap. and it's set in prison. And you gotta try to get out of the prison. It's so fun. Well, anyway, I'm saying all that to say, there are so many wonderful people out there who have great things to talk about. We want them on the show. We ain't running from y'all. We looking for y'all. So if you have something,
how do they get in touch with you, Michael? If they want to be on the show, what do they do?
All they do is go to DM me. I'm on Instagram. DM me, but leave a number too. Don't just write me and say, hey, I want to be on your show. Because if you write and say, hey, I want to be on your show, then I got to write you back and say, drop a number. Because I need a number. I'm old school because I'm an old dude. So I ain't trying to text everybody. I ain't going back and forth with sentences. That ain't happening. If you tell me what it is you do, my auntie, you heard me talk about my uncle who's at the brothel?
Yeah.
So you may have something exciting out there. Tell me what's exciting and how you want to come talk about it on my show for a 7-minute segment. Or you may be able to sing, or you may be a comedian. You have to prove those to get on the show, though. You can't just get on the show because you said you're a comedian. You got to send me a piece of tape.
Funny, right?
You got to send me a piece of tape with you singing, and then we'll go, oh, yeah, we want to hear that. And if you can't be funny, be interesting. And if you do that, you on the Michael Colyar Morning Show, which is going to be the biggest show in America because we're about to extend to 2 new radio platforms. It's going to have over 14 million people watching us. So I'm just going to keep on doing me because I really enjoy it. Somebody asked me the other day, man, if you can come back, would you come back at? Michael Colyar. I'm coming back and I had a fabulous time being me, despite the fact that I did crack for 23 years. And as of March 1st, I have 10 years of pure sobriety. I've lived this life. I'm still living it. I'm not letting it beat me up and ain't crushing my spirit. Let it crush yours. I'm too busy. I gotta get my $5 million and for this year that I gotta do my I gotta do my sitcom. I gotta sell some more books. I gotta get my body like that body you saw. All that takes up all my time. So I don't have no time to be negative. I don't have no time to be crushed. No time to be embarrassed. I don't have time for none of that stuff to be hateful. I don't have no time for that. But when I get my money, I'm gonna come back and punch you in the face if that'll help.
I love it. I love it. Man, like I said before, dude, you inspire me. So I'm gonna go work out and
yes.
Oh.
That's my morning show. That's my co-host.
Okay.
Every morning, if y'all screenshot this, you'll have all the information right there.
All right,
it's
cool.
Michael Colyar Morning Show. 7 8. Yeah, man. Huh?
What?
I just said it's the Michael Colyar Morning Show. That's it. It's on YouTube. Put it in. Find out. Pow, 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 pow. See if we don't do it. Ding-a-ling. Ring a bell. I sang the ding-a-ling song today. You know the ding-a-ling song?
Can we put that on YouTube?
It was Chuck Berry, yeah. When I was a little bitty boy, my grandma bought me the cutest toy. Silver bells hanging from a string. She told me it was my ding-a-ling-a-ling. Oh, my ding-a-ling, my ding-a-ling. My grandma gave me my ding-a-ling, my ding-a-ling. Everybody sing. My grandma gave me my ding-a-ling-a-ling. You never heard that song?
Nah, but I don't know, man.
It's a classic.
I don't know. We may have to edit that out.
Why would you edit that out? It's not dirty. It's a ding-a-ling.
I'm just messing with you, dude.
Y'all just got a dirty man over there. I don't know what kind of show y'all got over there. People all dirty. What was in there anyway? Y'all got something dirty going on over there. Well, this has been a real pleasure. Pleasure.
Everybody, give love. Until we meet again, be empowered and inspired to thrive, and do it the Michael Colyar style.
Have fun with it. Laugh, doggone it. It's healing. God bless you real good. Thank you, my friend. I love you. You're an awesome human being. You do much for the community. You're a great man. And I'm honored to have been on your show today. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you, Michael. Thank you for watching our Empower Series YouTube video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Remember to hit the subscribe button below, as well as the little button to be notified the next time we upload our video. Until then, stay connected with us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, whatever your social media flavor is. Inspire the world to thrive. See you soon.